What's up, everybody? Doc Dog 185. There's levels to this. Okay, quick video for you guys tonight. Nintendo Switch 2 is sold out. Is anybody surprised? Is anybody really surprised that this thing was going to sell out? Not at all, especially not the pre-orders. Before anybody gets excited, I want to tell you this. Remember, the Xbox Series X pre-orders were sold out too, okay? Now, I'm not going to compare the Xbox Series X to Nintendo Switch 2, but pre-orders being sold out and stuff is not indicative of success of a console. But this is what this does mean though for Nintendo. And this is good news for Nintendo, not necessarily the Nintendo fan. You see, I have admitted plenty of times on this channel that Nintendo is the only true console that you buy for their exclusives. Meaning you buy a Nintendo for their exclusive. Yes, it's real cool, whatever, that the Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna be able to play Cyberpunk. Crazy old game. But it's real cool that's gonna be able to play Cyberpunk. You probably already played it. It's real cool that's gonna be able to play Cyberpunk on the go on a handheld has already been done. It's real cool that the Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna be able to do that, play Cyberpunk. But in reality, you buy a Nintendo Switch, you buy a Nintendo console for the Nintendo games. And what this means for Nintendo, every single pre-order that has gone out, it means that now they can price the games at whatever they want. Because what's not going to happen is you're not going to own a Nintendo Switch 2 and not buy the big Nintendo titles. Oh, you see. There's levels to this. There's a difference. There's plenty of people that own a PS5 that don't have God of War. The numbers show you that. There's plenty of people that own a PS5 that don't have Ratchet and Clank. There's plenty of people that own a PS5 that don't have Returnal. Plenty of The Last of Us. Obviously, there's plenty of people that have a PS5 and don't have The Last of Us because they're remaking it and reselling it again. There's no way that fan base is that dumb that they would keep rebuying the game 3 times, maybe twice, but 3 times? Come on, now 4 times? No, ain't no way. I refuse to believe it. Show me who actually bought The Last of Us 4 times. That's crazy. Ain't no way. Anyways, listen. Nintendo games though. You're gonna buy their bangers. You're gonna buy that Donkey Kong. Listen, every single person that pre-ordered the Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna buy Donkey Kong. They're gonna buy the Metroid. They're gonna buy the Mario Kart. They're gonna buy that Kirby game. They're going to buy every single Nintendo game when it drops. The one games that they're gonna buy the Pokemons. Like, come on. Let's not kid ourselves. So what does that mean? That means that Nintendo can now do whatever they want. Now, for people like you and I that are sitting back looking at Nintendo saying like, hey dog, you're not gonna sell me a handheld PS4 and put it off as if it's brand new technology just because I could use the air mouse or whatever. Like we're not doing that. And no way Mario Kart is worth $80. Nope, not doing it. Ain't no way I'm playing Kirby, a pink ball that has superpowers to suck things up for $80. You watch your mind? You watch your mind. We're not doing that. Nope, not doing. I'm not gonna pay to play around as a round pink ball that sucks up on people. That's a superpower. But you can. But here's the truth. When it comes to gaming, you're either part of the majority or you're either part of the minority. Regardless, you as a gamer should stand on business, like the young kids say. Do they even say that anymore? I don't know if they do. You need to stand on business, 10 toes down. Word is born. Damn, that nobody say that no more. Word is born. Y'all remember people y'all say that? Yeah, word, son, word. Right? Anyways, listen. Get distracted. You need to stand on business. You need to stand for something. So if you're not part of this Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order, I'm not buying this, not Nintendo, you gotta do a little bit more. Or maybe you just want to wait and see after these people beta test the Switch 2 if it's actually worth it, and then you go ahead and purchase one. Maybe that's your prerogative as well. But regardless, understand this. All you could do is cast your vote with your wallet. You're casting your vote. So you're either buying it or you're not buying it. Nintendo is going to get some type of reinforcement no matter what. They're either going to get positive reinforcement or negative reinforcement. It's the same thing how people always complain about we don't want microtransaction in games. Well, guess what? There was enough positive reinforcement that proved that microtransactions make more money than selling games full price. They'll sell you a game for free just to get you to get in the possibility of you buying the microtransactions. Sell you a game for free. They'll give you a game for free, right? So again, they're either going to get positive reinforcement or negative reinforcement, and then they'll figure out what they're going to do. You just do you, play your part. I'm playing my part. I'm looking at the Nintendo Switch 2, and the price of the console itself, to me, is not a problem. $450, okay. Oh, portable PS4 type stuff, okay. The problem I have is that I know that if I buy a Nintendo Switch 2, I'm not buying it to play Cyberpunk. And I'm not spending $80, $90 a pop on Switch games when I barely used my Switch. We got 4 Switches at home: a Switch OLED, 2 Switch Lite, 2 OLEDs, 2 lights. We barely use them. So that's why it just wouldn't be responsible for me to go out here and pre-order a Nintendo Switch 2. But I ain't mad at Nintendo. The fan base has spoken. We'll see what happens. DocDog1985, there's levels to this. Let me know if you think, remember, all these consoles, yeah, it was during the pandemic, but all these consoles, when pre-orders came up, sold out. They all did. And if you don't think scalpers are buying Switch 2s, you're out your mind. There's regular gamers like you and me that are buying 2 Switch 2s just so they could sell the other one. Regardless, though. Let me know what you think, if this means that the Switch 2 is actually going to succeed, or if you think Nintendo might be a little bit too cocky, especially with the landscape of gaming and how everything is going right now. DocDog1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.